Hi everyone, me again in sunny Smyrna, Georgia, trying a little something different today. When I say sunny, the sun is actually just about set. It's going to be dark here just shortly, but it finally got cool enough to actually do a little riding. As you can see, the view's a little different from normal. I have the one of my open face helmets on where I've got a microphone boom mic mounted and the side mount for the camera, so you get the side view. The difference is I don't have the shield on today because of the heat. I just didn't want the that. We're sporting a pair of goggles instead today, and just out for a little evening ride here. And it's been a while since I've been out on this beast, and I don't get to ride her enough, so I thought I would. Anyway, let me get to the subject of today's story or blog or whatever you want to call it. I don't know if you're familiar with him. There's a moto vlogger by the name of Moto Giant, and I may have mentioned him previously in a video, but I wanted to, if you didn't catch that one, or if I didn't mention him before, I want to mention him now. He's got a ton of videos out there. I think he's got over 1,000 videos, if I remember correctly, and a whole bunch of people following him. And he had a really bad accident about almost exactly a month ago, and spent some time in the hospital, and I'll tell you all about it. But this is the way that I recall it. If I miss any of this, I'm going to put a link in the description down below so that you can go to his channel and check out his videos for yourself, which I highly recommend. Seems like a really nice guy. It's a shame what happened to him, but anyway. He was camping out and got up that morning and packed everything up, got on his bike, and I think he said about 15 minutes into his trip, he thinks he was running about 80 down the highway, something came loose on the back of the bike, a sleeping bag or a tent or something, and it got caught in the rear wheel and sucked up underneath the rear fender. And that, of course, locked up the rear tire completely. And he went down and slid a long way. Unfortunately, I don't know exactly everything on this, but apparently the bike landed on him, and the upshot of it is he lost his right foot, and I want to say his big toe on his left foot. He had on work boots, not riding boots, but he had on leather work boots, but apparently they weren't enough to save his feet, and he got a lot of scrapes and scratches. And one of the worst injuries, which I've had myself, his wrists were injured, and it takes forever for your wrists to heal. And the problem is that he's trying to be on crutches some when he has to get on crutches to move around some or to lift himself up. And when you've got bad wrists, that is the hardest thing in the world to do. Just amazingly difficult. But anyway, he has had a number of operations. He is home now and trying to recover. He said he'll get the stitches out of his leg soon, and hopefully they'll be able to fit him with a prosthetic foot. He and I have been laughing a little bit about it. I thought about suggesting it, and he said, I've already thought about it, and he actually showed a picture of one in his last video of a peg leg like a pirate would have, and I said, hey man, you can be a pirate. And I think he's thinking along the same lines. He'd make a good pirate. But anyway, I thought you might want to go check him out and give him a like, and maybe sub him if you don't already sub him, and wish him well. He's been going through a tough time, and I believe his spirits right now are pretty good, but when you have an injury like this, it can be really tough. Some of you will know my friend Biker Paul, rides over in England. He had an accident. He had an accident where he also lost his foot. And it's really, really difficult. He's had a rough time. He's still has trouble getting around, and I've been following him. Unfortunately, in Paul's case, he also lost his lovely wife, Lynn, who was always his companion in riding around. Biker Paul's also a good one to check out if you haven't. He's not putting out a lot of videos now, but if you go back into his history, he's got some of the prettiest videos of the Lake District in England, and they're long videos. There, you can really enjoy them for a long period of time. But anyway, check out both these guys. They're wounded warriors in my view, wounded riders, and I think we just ought to check them out and give them the best wishes that we can. You just never know about these things. Of course, the question of gear always comes up, and Moto Giant's been discussing that in the last few videos. He believes that perhaps a better riding boot might have helped with his feet. With his foot, he just doesn't know. But he's suggesting it, and he showed his riding jacket and pants, and they're just shredded from where he slid. He did have on a modular helmet, which I believe he said the face was open on. He did get some scrape injuries to his face, but it's the age-old gear or no gear. What kind of gear do you want to wear? Personally, I think if you want to wear gear all the time, wear gear all the time. When I was growing up and riding bikes, pretty much riding my whole life and riding to work and all, I didn't have the money to buy gear. I rode all kinds of bikes to work and school, and was lucky I never laid one down. Now, I crashed plenty when I was riding dirt bikes, and I recommend, if you're going to ride dirt bikes, to at least get shoulder pads, because that's what happened to me. I broke a collarbone. But on the street, if you feel like you should wear full gear, by all means do. I had an unfortunate situation a few years back. My lovely wife was at work, and I went on a long ride, and in the summertime came back and got stuck in traffic and suffered a very severe heat stroke. And I was geared up and couldn't move on the highway. We were stopped and stuck, and I didn't think I was going to get home, put it that way. It took me over a year to recover. So there are trade-offs. Now, people say, maybe the mesh gear would not be a problem, but I don't think anything would have helped me where I was. I was absolutely probably 120 degree air coming off that pavement, no wind, completely surrounded by semis, stopped dead for at least 10 minutes, and very slow after that. And I thought I was going to die from that. But anyway, I think I'll wind it up, but I do check him out. I'm like I said, I'll put a link for both Moto Giant and Biker Paul in the description. Check them out, see what's happening, and get out and ride if you get a chance. And I guess I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.